Hi, this is Shannon E. Johnson, the professional pen, and you're listening to Bet on Black with Kid Gravity.
Bet on black. Bet on black. Bet on black. Bet on black.
Hey y'all, gravity, any day above ground living. So, it's a beautiful Tuesday evening, unless depending on where you are, it's cold. So hopefully your heat is working. And if you're in a hot climate, hopefully your air conditioning is working. And you got one of the new systems. And you got them old systems. Mr. Percy Brooks, who's my guest tonight, is gonna get mad at you and tell you to upgrade. Because things have changed. But for those who don't know, last week I interviewed Mr. Percy Brooks about the elimination of Freon and how that's going to impact older homeowners and especially minority homeowners. And during our conversation, I had the idea of having him come back and talk about how to get into heating, ventilation, air conditioning, because in our conversation, he was saying how there's a lot of openings and a lot of opportunities there, especially for black people. So here we are. I'm going to let Mr. Percy Brooks introduce himself, and then we're going to begin. And make sure you send this out to the young people. Make sure they have a spiral notebook and a working pen, because there's going to be a lot of notes here.
Good afternoon. This is Percy Brooks, and I'm with the National Sustainable Energy Group. We are a leading African-American e-commerce company that market and sell and finance and install Goodman brand heating and air systems. We are located in the Metro Atlanta area, more so within Stonecrest, city of Stonecrest, and we service a lot of clients here throughout the Metro Atlanta area. Our clientele include female homeowners, senior citizens, veterans, and homeowners that may have lost their spouse or loved ones. We also work with a number of investors that own properties that we manage for them as well within that space. And again, we're honored to be here on the show today to answer questions that we can pertaining within the HVAC industry. We will be expanding our platform throughout the state of Georgia in the upcoming weeks, if you will, to provide our services to homeowners across the state of Georgia that have outdated and non-functional Freon-based heating and air systems that have been phased out due to climate change by the EPA.
Okay, cool. And before we start the show, folks, we had talked about how he had about, what was it, 12 units out right now servicing,
Yeah,
I guess,
yeah,
DeKalb
yes, sir.
County. Yeah,
What?
he has a, no, go ahead.
Yeah, we're doing 12. Today's what, Tuesday. Between today and tomorrow, we'll actually it'll be 17 installs that we'll do between Decatur, Lithonia, and Stone Mountain. We got
Nice.
behind in that rain a couple of days back, whereby we couldn't do the installs. And our senior citizens, they want what they want when they want it. They don't understand you can't deal with electricity and rain, and but we're Johnny on the spot getting those installs in today, along with changing out all the accessory parts as well, which will give the homeowner the longevity they expect and they would appreciate in this upcoming season,
Yes, sir.
summer season.
Yes, sir. So if you see one of Mr. Brooks' trucks out there, give him a wave and say good job. Offer him a bottle of water. Let's be nice to our HVAC technicians, folks, because they do keep you and your body temp regulated.
Exactly. Right.
But yes, but like I said, this discussion is going to be about how to get into the HVAC trade. And brief history, we all know if you've done your research, that back in the day, way back in the day, when high schools were certified to do, trades, so these students didn't have to go to college. One of those trades was HVAC.
Mhm.
And then, of course, they got decertified, so that went away. And the only way you could get it is if you go under someone and become an apprentice, or you go to a trade school.
Right.
And as I said, Mr. Brooks and I were talking, and he brought up the fact that it's right there for us to take advantage of all those vacancies. But, a lot of people either don't know how to do it, or they just don't get past that first stage. So I'm going to turn the microphone over to Mr. Brooks and have him explain basically how he got into it, and then how someone who's looking for an opportunity can get into it.
Sure. Uh, I was working in land development back in the day, back in the late 1990s, 1994, well, mid 1990s, 1994, 1996. And the company I was working for started out in land development. And, we were building subdivisions on the south side of town. I'll just say from Palmetto coming on up through East Point College Park, going east down through South DeKalb County, right? And we had the company I was working with was one of the largest tract home builders in the country, in fact, and had trouble keeping uh, uh, employees within that technical trade division of the company. And I was asked to substitute in for a while just to manage the contractors with the installs and the warranty work. And I saw that the tremendous opportunity to expand my platform because I had a mechanical background, and it was easy for me to make that transition from buying vacant land to managing the HVAC installs for multiple new subdivisions being built across the south side of town, going up to the east side of town as well. So I took the courses, and I took them online. In fact, back then, and got some training and got some license. And that time, I just worked under the builder's license, right, to manage his HVAC installs with the contractor pool that we had in house. And it was a good experience for me, whereby we were installing what we called 2.5 tons, 3 tons, and 4 ton systems, dual systems for larger, what they call big box houses at that particular time. And it grew for me, whereby I saw the tremendous need to expand upon my education. And I really wasn't interested myself in being an installer, but managing projects for large tract home builders. And we managed to do that for four large builders, handling their in-house uh, installations buildings across the metro area. And then when the market crashed in '08, there was so much money out there. Uh, we were able to hook up with some hedge funds right out of Chicago, New York, and managed replacement of the heat and air systems that had been stolen from copper users, right? And also for homes that were all trying to have heat and air system installed. Long story short, we worked with some of the largest hedge funds that came into town, New York, Chicago, and we did the estimates for them, and we managed the replacement of their heat and air systems with Goodman brand heat and air systems. And that pretty much catapulted for me to get back in the industry, just to do e-commerce work, right? To put the money up to buy the systems and hire contractors to do the pre-evaluations and the installs for the heat and air systems based on the homeowners that needed to purchase new systems across the Metro area. And we were lucky to get a partnership with Georgia Power, whereby Georgia Power mailed out 75,000 postcards to homeowners that lived in urban zip codes that had Freon-based heat in their systems that needed to be replaced due to the mandatory EPA phase-out Freon due to the global damage done to the ozone layer and effects of climate change. And by virtue of that, Kid Gravity, we were able to change out 6,800 systems across the metro Atlanta area for homeowners that had these outdated or non-functioning heat and air systems in their homes. And we were able to bring to the table what we call the best of the best HVAC financing opportunities for homeowners that needed to be their systems to be replaced. And we were honored. I'm honored to say that we did not do any predatory financing or do any predatory price gouging for homeowners that needed to replace the heating in their systems. And it was a win-win for those homeowners that really were able to maintain their properties through the housing, through the foreclosure crisis, the recession of '08. Homeowners that may have lost their jobs, and they were able to, through their credit cards or through the extended employment benefits, they were able to maintain their homes that they had purchased. But there were tens of thousands of homeowners that lost their homes or walked away from their homes that were foreclosed upon during that '08 recession because of the job crisis, interest rates that were skyrocketing through that what they call scandalous financing to purchase homes during that time.
Cool. All right, we're talking with Mr. Percy Brooks of the National Sustainable Energy Group, and we're talking about how to get into the HVAC industry. So,
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, speaking about that, there are a number of vocational trade schools. You can be taken up in high school, or there are technical schools out there. There's too many to name, where you can go into like a 6-month or 9-month training program, or even some local government municipalities do their workforce development program. They will pay for your way to go through these training programs for you to get your license, to take the test, whether you become a technician and become a licensed tech to work within the industry.
Right, correct. Well, I brought that up because being from New York, we had a lot of trade schools around, like Apex and other ones like DeVry.
Right.
And they offered HVAC. But then, I guess for whatever reason, something happened and a lot of them filed for bankruptcy, so a lot of those programs went away. And especially up there, I'm not sure how to get, I guess the young people don't know how to get into those programs unless you go to school.
Right.
So, yeah, so I guess, research is going to have to be done. We're going to have to make sure that those programs that are still available get highlighted.
Oh, the programs are there. You can just Google HVAC training programs. Like I said, there's too many to mention on air, and I don't want to give the impression of one favoritism one or the other. But it's available for those who may have that vocational background or the mechanical training background that you may see in like a Verizon's or Sprint or a Metro phone stores or AT&T. If you have that type of a background, or if you're willing to put the work in to learn the trade, I mean, it's obtainable. I don't want to deter anyone, from not going or trying. It's very much attainable. You got to put the work in, of course. You got to study, just like anything else. But once you put the work in, you pass the test, you reap the benefits, the rewards of going through the training programs. And pretty much all of the training programs out there, they have a job placement program. And heating and air technicians, they're easy to place within the industry. They're very easy to place within the industry to further your job training, to further your technical training, whereby you can grow within the industry. And with 3 years of training, you can study to take your tests to become a contractor, right? And so we need young black technicians, male and female, to find out to Google HVAC training schools. Uh, you know, get the financing, take the test, get certified, and also I would strongly urge you, anyone that's very interested, is to contact their workforce development program within the county that they live in, right? So that they can
Yes.
get a grant that will pay for their training programs for you. I mean, you go to like Atlanta Area Tech, State College. They offer some of the best training curriculums, within that space. Whereby there's grants, whereby you can become a certified tech, to learn all of the applications to become a licensed tech, and train on systems that the manufacturers may offer or may donate to those very schools that you can train on to learn the skilled trades to become a licensed tech within this industry.
Cool, cool. All right, we have a question for you from the brother Black Voltron. He asked, how long does the HVAC technical training program take to complete?
It can be anywhere from 6 months, 9 months to a year. It depends on the school, uh, and your propensity to learn, what's in the curriculum. It's like pretty much like a 9, 12, or 15 class curriculum that you go through.
Okay, so what kind of classes do those entail, just to get people get a flavor of it?
Basic electronics, wiring. You take some math, some basic math courses, customer service, but pretty much how to teach the student how to do proper installations of a heating and air systems, air cooling, uh, and some other basic refrigeration classes as well.
Cool. Now, I do have one question. Do they have a class that has you deal with animals?
Animals.
Yeah, because we know some wiring is in people's attics, and sometimes squirrels and raccoons get in the attic.
No, we don't. We have seen animals in the crawl spaces where they may go lay their eggs or
Right.
do things such as that. But and usually it's hard for them to chew through that with this new ductwork, because there's chemicals in it, and there's wiring in it as well.
Yeah.
Um, but we've seen cases whereby the homeowner may have animal traps in their attic, if you will, to trap squirrels and raccoons that may filter in through their easements uh, in their homes.
All right. I just want to make sure, because a lot of our brothers don't like messing with the wild animals. That's why I had
Right.
to ask. I
Yeah.
had
No,
to ask.
we've seen cases where there's been snakes, as I mentioned. Uh,
Lord, okay, I
yeah.
couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
Oh, you
I
can do it.
can't
You
do
can
it.
do it. Trust me, you can do it.
Snake,
We've seen.
it's meat and snakes that I don't mix.
Yeah. And rodents as well. It's outdoors work, right? And
Yeah, I can deal with the rodents. The snakes,
yeah,
I can't deal with.
but that's
I,
just that's like when you're dealing with a client that may have a crawl space. The system may be in their crawl installed in their crawl space. Homes
right.
that may have been built in the 50s, 60s, or early 70s. You may
Hmm.
deal with that with that door that leads into the crawl space. They can dig under that door and make way into that crawl space, and cut into the
Yeah.
ductwork, and live during the very seasons.
Yeah.
But again, this is a very rewarding field.
Yes,
Uh,
sir.
it's very rewarding. You can get excellent benefits with it as well, and the pay is exceptional. In most cases, we're talking starting $18 to $22 per hour, and that can grow. They can get bonuses based on production, and how many installs that your team is responsible for doing, or meeting your the quotas that you may have in place for that company, for your crew. So it's very rewarding, and it's a field whereby you can learn about uh, 401ks 401k options as well. So,
Right.
it's very rewarding, and you're working with your hands, and you're meeting a broad array of people. Customer service is your customer service skills will enhance and improve as you become more mature in working within the industry.
Cool. Cool. All
And
right. We
and
have a
also you can do online. You can do some. I see there's a call
yeah.
online classes as well. You can
Right.
do that as well. There's a lot of for veterans that's pretty fairly dominant. Or but just depending on the curriculum or the class that you go to, if you work during the day, there are some schools programs that are set up on online classes for you to go through it in the evening.
Yeah, but those take a little longer, correct?
Not necessarily. Not necessarily. No. 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 But
Because I was
you,
I
you,
was researching, and so I know a lot of those programs they like to extend them a little bit because you're going at night. Like it might be like an extra 1 or 2 months.
well, that's not what that it depends on the curriculum. Let me put it
Right.
like that. There's some that online learning has changed drastically in the past 3 to 5 years, right? And
Hmm.
but I would behoove anyone if that's the platform in which you want to learn the curriculum, then by all means don't let that be a hindrance. Get the online learning class, and if you have the potentially to learn under that platform, because they can give you models and also give you you can see the the graph, the designs, and also the I can't think of what's the word I'm looking for, the charts and all that, whereby you can do that participation as well online as you would get in the classroom setting.
Cool. Cool. Cool.
So, mhm.
So yes, we are talking with Mr. Percy Brooks of the National Sustainable Energy Group, and we're talking about how to get into the world of heating, ventilation, and air conditioning.
Okay, gravity. I would also
Yes, sir.
I would strongly suggest that if you live in DeKalb County, if you
Hmm.
live in Clayton County, if you live in Fulton County, Google their workforce development programs. Okay, workforce development programs within those municipalities, and also in Douglas County, Gwinnett County, and Cobb County. Google the workforce development and see what they have whereby they can pay for you to go to school as well. And needless
Yeah.
to say that if you're a veteran or a senior citizens, or if you've been displaced in your employment field, and you want to get retrained, excuse me, or recertified, let this be a means to your path. Let this be a means to your path, whereby you go in and get this training and use those dollars that are available through your county municipality, through your workforce development programs, and through your PPP programs, PPV programs, where they've allocated dollars for training, for clients, or for potential people who want to diversify their training or be cross trained for higher income. You see it across the platform now, whereby you go to restaurants or you go to certain stores, grocery stores, whereby it's a long wait, and people are trying to find their way, as opposed to working within that environment. And you're talking about 401k programs. You're talking about benefits, healthcare, the entire 9 yards. You know, 3 to 4 weeks paid vacations within the industry. It's going to be a game changer. As I mentioned to you last week, there's a shortage of 25,000 licensed techs within the state of Georgia alone right now,
Yes. Correct.
and it's a great opportunity, for young men and women, or not even yet, or for homeowners, or for folks who want to change fields, you know, uh, to cross train. If you have that
Yeah.
mechanical aptitude, you like working outdoors, working with people, and working within the construction industry, skilled trades industry. Learning about learning about the industry is an excellent opportunity. Now's the time to do it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. This is some valuable information.
strongly, I would strongly encourage. I mean, a 6, 9 month, or 1 year investment of your time. Uh, in some cases, you may even get a stipend, but just depending on the municipality you go to. They may give you a $200 a week stipend. While you're in training. That can go a long ways towards getting no money at all. But
Yes, sir.
it's worth the time and the investment in yourself. To say that this is something I want to do. I have the mechanical aptitude to do this, and you can grow within this industry. And with this phase out, as I mentioned, there's probably over 700,000 plus homes across the state uh, that that to be changed out, and within 3 years. I mean, this is last year. We were in a training program, on a Zoom call, and 2023, this entire industry is going to change. It's going to change. Gosh, you're getting more so to that drop date line whereby manufacturers will have to create their own refrigerant, for heating their systems. And it's going to be critical. I mean, this is something that the industry didn't expect. But the EPA, Department of Energy, they had to put these mandates in place due to the fact the global experience is going on, the global damage has been done to the ozone layer, and effects of climate change. Just like this week, we've seen record low temperatures that are in the 40s. I think later this week it's going to get down to like 36 degrees. Going into the month of May here in the state of Georgia. I spoke to some family members yesterday, Sunday night, and they're getting snow in Ohio. Ohio. And all this stuff has affected the damage of the ozone layer and climate change. So the EPA Department of Energy says we got to get this refrigerant Freon out of the market because of the dangerous chemicals that are used to make it, and that is circulating in the ozone layer from the number of apartments complexes, the number of grocery stores, the number of office parks, the number of subdivisions, the number of houses across the globe that have used Freon as its primary refrigerant since 1938 to cool homes. And so you're expecting record number, a record heating experience when it hits. And so you're going to see a lot of what we call recycled Freon back in the industry, where contractors are taking the Freon out of whole systems, putting it back in the canisters, and they're reusing it back in homes, because of the inability to purchase Freon because of the lack of it in the industry.
Right. Now, I have one question from Black Voltron as well. He asked about how long does it take for a journeyman HVAC mechanic / technician to learn the trade enough to become a licensed contractor?
Well, typically it's 3 years. They want to get 3 years experience, then the training. But it's some tests that you have to take, of course, to get to the process. But typically 3 years experience working under a contractor it takes to get to that process.
Yes,
Study
sir.
through the test.
Yes, sir.
And the test is offered, of course, by the Secretary of State's office, the Division of Heat and Air.
Okay, that's what's up. Now, this is before I ask this next question. I have one for myself. So we were talking about the recycled Freon. The Freon that they can't use, where does that go? That just goes into the atmosphere?
What do you mean that they can't use? Once it's
Like
been used?
you said like the recycled Freon.
Oh, recycled Freon is Freon that homeowners that are taken out of the old systems.
Right. But all of that recycled Freon can't be, all the used Freon can't be recycled, right?
Yes.
So the ones that they can't, where's that going to go, in the atmosphere, or are they just going to leave it out somewhere?
No, you can pretty much take the old Freon out of a house, out of the HVAC, out of the coils, put it back in the canister, and place it in another client's house.
Oh, okay.
Right. They can use it, reuse it. Then you keep in mind your dirt, grime, and metal particles that are in that recycled Freon that they're taking out of that after they're taken out of that home. And they may call you. You may make a call to a company that says my system is low on Freon, and he may say, okay, I can come to your home and install 2 or 4 minimum of 4 pounds of Freon in your house. 2 pounds of Freon makes, which may be anywhere from $150, $175, as much as I've seen contractors charge as much as $200, $250 a pound for Freon.
That you pay them, or you get that?
You pay that contractor that
Okay.
that price for the Freon once he installs it into your system.
Okay. So another question here. It's actually two-part question. What resources should a journeyman HVAC mechanic have before becoming an independent HVAC contractor? And then how much and what savings, personal and business credit should they have?
Well, you need to get the training. The minimum 3 years training,
Right.
and sit for the test. Sit for the test to become a certified contractor. Money wise, it depends on how you want to grow your business. If you want to start out with one truck, with tools, and grow your business from there, get licensed through the Secretary of State as a license. Once you pass the test, you're automatically show up on the Secretary of State's website. You can get in. Just depends on how you want to grow. I mean, you can start out doing small neighborhoods within your neighborhood, within your church, family and friends that you're doing work for. It's always good to have a good credit rating, because you're going to want to have credit to with the various retail, with the various supply houses that you buy your equipment from. And the higher the credit score the higher capital you're able to get on credit. So you can do installs and buy parts as such for your business. So you want to maintain a high credit score as possible, and you want to get a Duns and Bradstreet rating, of course. You want to get certified by the EPA, so you can be Energy Star certified. You want to get certified. You want to get your NATE certification as well. It's a step beyond getting after you get as a licensed contractor. It's like it's very similar to going to like continuing education school. The more training that you have within the industry, the more you can charge your clients and offer your clients in terms of these certifications. You want to have the Better Business Bureau rating as well. We've always maintained an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau of Metro Atlanta, up in North Atlanta. North Georgia. So all these things are very much needed. A good credit rating, the ability to save money, and the ability to pay your bills on time. The ability to pay your bills on time to your suppliers will mean better pricing you'll get on your product, and extend your credit line, with the distributors as well that you're working under. Our company ourselves, we partner directly with Goodman through our technology partner, so we can get extended financing based on our platform of who we are and what our goals and objectives are, to provide quality and professional customer services to our clients, based on the type of financing that we bring to the table as well for our clients, and the testimonials that we get from our clients once our systems have been installed, and the preventive maintenance program that's out there as well for our clients.
Cool. You got me wanting to study this stuff now.
Well,
It's getting
like I
hard
said,
out here.
it's out there. I mean, it's out there,
Mhm.
and I would encourage anyone that has the propensity to learn and
Yeah.
enjoy working with their hands and have a good, solid mind. Have a technical type mind, technical aptitude uh, that wants to grow within this space.
Right.
I
Now,
would I would not turn down anyone or try to tell anyone not to go within this space because there's tremendous opportunities. And again, with the plays out of R22, uh, refrigerant commonly known as Freon, there's going to be plentiful work
yeah.
across the region, across the country. It's almost like a nurse. I mean, nurses can go any place and get a bonus, right? Three,
Right.
four, $5,000, and you're going to see that within this industry. The recruitment of licensed skilled techs that has the experience and the know-how and the get up and the drive who want to work, not a traditional 8 hour day, but may work 10 to 12 hours a day uh, doing HVAC installs to work within this space.
Cool. Now, I guess my last question before I let you go is,
Mhm.
let's just say someone wants to just know the ins and outs of it just for their sake. Is that possible, or do you feel as though that would be kind of like a waste of time of resources if you're just going to use it privately?
I would encourage someone who wants to just observe it,
Mhm.
just to go online and Google and look at some of the trade schools out there and look at their syllabus or their platform, the course curriculum that they take, and see if they can audit the class out of the class. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just see if this is something that they may have a interest in, right? But if you're one that and you know that you have that mechanical type mind and you like processing stuff and you have a math IQ or you're willing to put the work in, I'm not going to discourage anyone from trying, because
Right.
there's so much that one can gain in terms of uh, a new income, right? And benefits that could support the lifestyle of their family. Because this industry is not going anywhere. It's not going any way aware
Hmm.
anytime soon. So I would encourage anyone that may consider themselves being in what they call a dead end job or a job that doesn't have give them the benefits or the salary increases that they want or the opportunities to do something different every day, but want to stay within a industry where you want to work not under direct supervision, but you have to have the propensity to learn and to catch on quickly. This is something you want to consider. This is something you may want to consider, and
Yes, sir.
particularly women, because you see more and more women that are in this space. Now, here, I'm going to be working out of Valdosta and Albany, Georgia, in the upcoming weeks. Right, uh,
Right.
we'll be opening up offices there, and in fact, we'll be doing some stuff in the not too distant future in southern Georgia and Alabama with Lowe's. Uh, Lowe's is going to be working exclusively. Goodman will have a sole source for Lowe's home improvement stores to sell Goodman brand heating in their systems, and that's where we're going to make our bones across the country.
Yes,
Being
sir.
able to market and sell and finance our product within the African American community across the country. The goal for my company, Kid Gravity, is to sell 5 million heating and air systems across the country. Across the country, there is roughly 95 million homes that have Freon based systems that need to be changed out. 75% of that number are in in African American communities and zip codes. And I just have this personal goal that through our platform, remotely, we can sell 5 million heating and air systems within the faith-based community, HOAs, local government municipalities, uh, fraternities, sororities, HOAs, you know, trade associations, trade associations, excuse me, and civic associations. So we're going to be Johnny on the spot in terms of putting our brand out there with the national security to be that go-to company that that's working within the space. And, we're going to be looking for some very talented people who understand graphic design, marketing, as such, to work with us. And we want the best minds and the best talent that we can get within our industry to work with us, so we can grow what we need to grow to be successful in helping homeowners with the proper financing, with the proper equipment sizing, and the selling and the marketing and branding of our company with the Goodman brand to sell heating and air system services.
Sweet. That's what I'm talking about.
Yes, I mean it's a collective of talent that's going to be needed to make this happen. And we told the powers that be to look. You have to have a black company such as ours within the space. Just doing
Correct.
this. You have to have. We consider ourselves a boots on the ground company, right? That understands our market, and do what we do. At the level in which we do it. So we're just proud and honored that we took the initiative to learn and never stop learning, and to ask the right questions. And even when the industry said no to us, we just said they're having a bad day. They didn't understand who we are, where we were coming from. But we always maintained a high level of integrity. We paid our taxes on time. We kept a positive rating with the Better Business Bureau. Our Dun and Bradstreet numbers are on par, and we did it the right way. And having worked with Georgia Power, learning how to do business what they call the Georgia Power way, that catapulted us, to where we are right now. And I tell you, I'm not gonna lie, I fought that because I thought I knew something about what we were doing. But we had this one sister who said, Percy, once you learn how to do things the Georgia Power way, you'll see how your business will grow expeditiously. And I said, okay, I'm going to do this. So they gave me a web designer. Okay, they gave me a graphic artist. They gave me the training that we needed to go through to just learn the customer service angle of the business. And then from there, we started, believe it or not, we started doing work for funeral homes, right? Managing their refrigeration systems, managing their heating and air systems, and changing out the refrigeration systems, in their embalming rooms, in their dressing rooms, in their coolers, right? And learning customer service integrity within that space. The funeral home industry is one of the largest, the oldest businesses within the African community. And just learning the customer service that they provide to bereaving families, we learned that courtesy care within that industry, and we brought that over to our side of the business as well, right? And then we started. We realized, look, based on the number of deaths, unfortunately, we have in our industry, there's a large number of female homeowners, that need someone to maintain their systems, right? So we started advertising on WAOK radio station, Raise 1380, 102.5, as part of our platform. If you lost your loved one or spouse, please give us a call. We'd love to help you maintain, your heating and air systems. And from that, we were getting calls from homeowners within that space that needed work with needed work within other spaces as well, that we were able to provide to our brothers and sisters, our senior citizens that need assistance in that area. And we learned Kid Gravity, do it the right way the first time, as they would be your reference, right? And just use your professionalism and your customer service in always to the highest level of integrity. And referral calls that we get, it grows your business. I mean, there's sometimes we don't even advertise, but we may do 15, 20 installs within that week, just because of the customer service platform that we've instilled, or going the next yard beyond, helping homeowners that may need our services.
That's what's up.
Right.
That's what's up. I'm really intrigued.
It's all imperative, and what we do within the faith-based community as well. You know, we give back. You know, we help pay for scholarships. We help pay, you know, for funerals. We give in book scholarships. You know, we help. We do the back to school book drive, things of that nature. We buy book bags. We buy, you know, utensils for kids. You know, for their learning and their education. It's all full circle. You know, to whom much is given, much is required, is that whole adage go. And you know, we just believe in doing it the right way. I don't like getting calls at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night saying that my heat's not working or my air's not working. You know, we pride ourselves in that our techs, they go, as I said earlier, to continue their training, to stay up on this new STEM technology training, so they can do the best of the best in terms of connecting these new systems. And as we say, as we always say, the money that a homeowner save on a utility bill will be able to make them make money whereby they can make the monthly payments for their new heating and services. That's how advanced this new technology is in the heating and air platform. The money that you will save on your utility bill will make your monthly payments on your new heating and air system. And then you factor in the money that you get on the tax write-off as well. It's a free system. It's a free system. And this is what we share with our clients who utilize our services. We just don't want to get in and out. You know, I was blessed to learn financing, right? And learn financing the right way. We very seldom use credit card financing unless it's a homeowner that's trying to get points to take a trip or some type of reward trip. But typically, we just offer the best financing platforms for our clients. Interest rates typically range anywhere from 6% to 11% on their interest rates.
Nice.
So we're there. We're that go-to company, and we're in the business of growing our business and providing the best professional services that one can offer within this space and platform. And we're just honored to be on your show. We're honored to talk to your listeners. And if there's ever any time you'd like for us to come on, we're just a phone call away.
Yes, sir. I appreciate that.
And you know, any referrals that you can set up with your clients that listen to your show, we'll pay you, for that process. You know, I can't do this without you. There's no big me and little you. You know, I can't do this by myself. You know, it's like Dr. King said, for some strange reason, I can't be all that I want to be unless you're all that you want to be.
Correct.
You know, so that's a very true and profound statement. So we believe in giving back, and any brothers and sisters that are part of your listening audience, you know, we challenge you. I challenge you, you know, to Google HVAC training programs, and call me. You know, if you have any questions. My direct dial is 770-871-0192. That's 770-871-0192. I challenge you to call me and to find out more about how this could be a change of life, improve your quality of life, quality of living for you and your family. I challenge you. If you think that you're in a dead-end situation and you're not pleased with where you're going in the future, give us a call at the National Sustainable Energy Group. Again, our number is 770-871-0192. Or even if you think that you can come work with us, you know, doing some sales, you know, marketing something within your community. If you're in the state of Georgia right now, if you think there's a way that you can do some work with us, you know, for marketing our product within your zip code or within your neighborhood, give us a call. We'll put together. We'll get some cards for you together, print it up, whereby you can market within your network. Give us a call.
Right.
We're about the business of helping our people grow.
Yes, sir. And last question:
Yes,
before
sir.
I let you go. Black Voltron wanted to know if you have any social media links.
We have some out there now, and we're going to be changing it. We're trying to find the right fit. That thing is so hard, man. I'm learning about this. I'm serious. I'm learning about this SEO.
Oh,
Process,
SEO, yeah,
you
yeah. I'm
know,
still learning SEO as well.
oh man, then you see everybody got an angle with that stuff. I got a buddy, man. He lost $62,000. Check this out, $62,000. He did that Google program where they do pay for clicks,
Yeah,
you know, and he had to pay it.
yeah,
You know, you pay for clicks, right? And he said he sees that person, man. I think these people have somebody out there just clicking on my site. You know,
yeah. That's
you know,
where that's the scam. What you got to
you
do
know,
is you got to do it organically.
right? I mean, and then you we had this one Facebook platform, and I tell you, K Gravity, we got a lot of likes, but we didn't get any sales. You know what I mean? Everybody like it. They like the stuff you put it out. They're like right now, we have a special 20% off, or your payment start at $69 per month, right? And this is on Facebook. People like it, but they don't call you for sales. So I don't quite get that. So we had to go back. Okay, we understand community newspapers. We understand community radio or black radio. We understand WAOK. We understand the gospel radio stations. We understand the jazz stations. We understand that the highest income population within our race are folks who listen to gospel music, or news talk radio. They are the ones that have the higher credit scores, or they have the propensity to go ahead and buy a system right away. So we put money within those platforms whereby we know that we are going to get a return on our investments. And we've been out there for a number of years, right? So we get a lot of referrals, and we do advertising because we have to stay active within this space. But this social media stuff, man, you can, like I say, that analytics and Google Analytics, SEO marketing, CRM marketing. You can spend a lot of money within that space and not sell systems.
Yes, sir. I mean, like I said, I'm still learning it myself, but I've been doing the organic thing and it's starting to pick up. But you gotta keep nurturing it. It's like a baby. You gotta keep nurturing it. You gotta let
Now,
it
the
grow.
organic thing, do you see a way whereby you can put us on within that platform?
Yeah. I mean, like I said, with this show, I mean, I'm
Okay.
on Twitter. I'm on Twitter right now, and I
Uh-huh.
just put out the link. And I'm not gonna lie to you, brother. I've got 15 retweets on it already, and that's just since we've been on there, and that's thanks to Black Voltron. Because he always supports black media, so anytime we do something positive, we send it to him, he puts it out, and he has so much engagement, it just starts to snowball. So
Okay, Gravity.
yes, sir.
I would challenge you to work with us within your organic platform, and
Hmm.
anybody else that have an organic platform. And for each
Hmm.
sale, I'll give you $200
Okay,
or a gift
we can.
card, whatever you want, a gift card, money.
I got a better idea for you, but how about every sale that I get you, I know two candidates that are running for office down here that could really use that money. So what we could do is I'll take half, and then you could put half in their coffers just to make sure they stay afloat. We can do it like that.
I'm all in. I'm all in.
Say okay. So I'll email it to you after I get off the show,
Sure,
and then yeah, and then I'll tweet it out also and put it on my Instagram,
sure.
and then
Yeah. I'm with that. I'm with any way that we
yeah,
can get these Freon-based systems out of circulation,
yes, sir.
because it is running havoc for homeowners that have respiratory issues,
Hmm.
that may have sickle cell, diabetes, high blood pressure, heart conditions. We have a platform with several hospitals whereby we have to change out their systems for some of their patients before they go home. They have to go to a nursing home because there's no air conditioning in their home, or it's not adequate within their house. That's how serious this stuff is within the healthcare industry. And
Yes, sir.
this is not just a public hospital. Kid Gravity. You know, these are social workers that work in some of the 4-star, 5-star hospitals in Metro Atlanta.
Mm.
Okay.
So we talking Emory
Oh
and
yeah,
Grady and Piedmont.
St. Joseph's. The ones that have. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And those are big contracts.
Man,
I was trying to minimize it because, people, they hear big contracts and then you start putting out that money. I just want to make sure they're
just
doing it for the right reason, not just for the
we,
money.
we are just honored to be within this space. We're
Yes, sir.
honored to have maintained an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. If you go to our website, you see a logo of 2 power companies on our website.
Yeah.
Okay,
There
you
you go.
just you
That's your that's your marketing right there.
can't grab it.
It's,
You can't buy those logos.
you can't you
you know,
can't and you can't put them up there because you know
yeah,
what would happen.
because their lawyers would be on you.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh
You know,
yes.
yes, you know,
So
you know, and
yeah. So
yeah. So
yes, sir.
check that out. I mean, you can't get some of that stuff on there. Energy Star EPA program. You just can't get that logo and says, "Oh, I'm gonna put this on my website because it's cute." You know, you got to go do some training. You got to take some tests. You know, and
Hmm.
you got to have
You gotta go meet with them. They gotta test your temperature.
yeah.
They gotta do their background check on you. Make sure you paid all your parking tickets.
Man, they would tell. Hey, this I'm gonna say this here. They were telling me stuff about my grandfather that I didn't even know. I'm Percy Brooks the third, right?
Yes,
So there's
sir.
a senior and a junior. you know,
Yeah.
you know. When they did the background check, they said, "Did you know? Did you know that your grandfather was a bootlegger?" I no,
No,
no.
no, I was not
I'm
privy
just
to that.
I'm just being transparent because this is us talking. This is us
Yes, sir.
talking, and us talking. You know,
Well,
but
this
they
is a
told me,
life lesson. This is a
yeah,
life lesson.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But look, brother, I know you're busy, and like I said, anytime you need to talk to me about the phase out of Freon, what's going on with our
Yeah.
industry in terms of
Actually, you know what? I don't. Since I know you're not really on social media like that, but maybe I could, because I also do this on Twitter called Twitter Spaces, and we have discussions within the Black community, and we usually have a lot of engagement. I think
sure,
the last ones we did, not the one last night, but previous ones, we had over 1,200 people.
okay,
So I think maybe one night we'll try to do this one a little earlier because we usually do it a little later, but we could
hmm
have you come on and explain this again and
that'd
talk
be great.
about your yeah, because I think the 1,200 people could really use that information.
That'd be great. Also, I
Yeah.
like to say, if I may,
Hmm.
I'm looking to bring on someone as a consultant, contract consultant, to work for us to market our product within the HBCU alumni associations across Metro Atlanta. Kid Gravity, the Metro Atlanta area has the highest HBCU graduates alumni associations in the country here in Metro Atlanta.
Yes,
That's
sir.
from all the HBCU schools. So I'm trying
Hmm.
to find that one person, that
Well,
talented sister.
I could definitely put out a call on Twitter. I
I'd
could
appreciate
definitely
it.
do that.
We
Yeah,
need, we, need, we
we'll
need,
definitely do that for you. It's the least we
right,
could do.
right. We need to find someone who
So
can.
you need a what's the exact title you need?
Well, it's going to be a contract position where they market our products within the HBC Alumni Association. There's a website, I think it's called the HBC Alumni Association of Atlanta,
Hmm.
and there's like 30 plus HBCU alumni associations. We need somebody to go within that space, learn that space, and market our products within that space.
Okay, so I'll ask you to do this for me. Send me that
Sure.
and send me the requirements. And like I said, the second you send it to me, it will be up on Twitter. I'll send you the screenshot to make sure so you know I did it. And I'll
Right.
send you the link. Because with Twitter, you can go on there and look at the stuff. You don't really have to have an account so you can see.
Uh-huh.
And anybody that DMs me or emails me their resume, I'll forward it straight over to you.
That'd be great. That'd be great. 'Cause
Yeah.
we got to touch that platform. Those within insurance industry, MBA programs, the entire gambit. we had, there's a lot of resources out there whereby someone can they can make very good use their time to be very useful to supplement their income.
Yes, sir. Okay,
I'm,
so
I'm all
that's
about I'm all about transparency and sharing our business whereby we can find a way to grow what we're doing across the industry.
yes, sir. All
It's
right.
not always it's not always learning the HVAC industry, the work, but we have supplemental jobs that we need to do to get our name out there as well.
Correct.
But
All
I
right.
really appreciated my brother being on your show again today.
Yes,
And
sir.
again, I look forward to talking with you and talking with you about this one
Yeah,
political.
we're gonna definitely do that show in a couple of weeks.
No doubt, no doubt.
Yeah.
Sure thing.
Okay. All
Okay,
right.
y'all
Yeah.
take care
So
now.
yes, enjoy the rest of your week, and yeah, stay safe out there.
Okay, take care, brother.
All right. Take care.
Yeah. Mhm.
All right, folks. You have just heard from Mr. Percy Brooks again. HVAC, there's money in there, folks. Y'all better get off your butts and get them opportunities. Tell your young ones that are about to leave school that they don't want to go to college. Get get in them programs. There's money to be had there. Come on, who doesn't want to make between 18 and 22 an hour just to start out? Come on now. Down here in Atlanta, they talking about starting 11 to 15, 18 to 22, and you actually learning something you can keep for the rest of your life. Let's go, people. Come on, come on, come on. But anyway, I'm gonna get up out of here, folks, because I got a Twitter space that's gonna start in about 13 minutes. So hopefully you learned something from this. Like, share, and subscribe. Send it out to everybody. Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, whatever you use it. Snapchat. Put a clip on Snapchat. And check out all the links in the chat. I'll put some in the description box. And, let's get it. All right, take care. Stay safe. I'm out. Oh, by the way, folks, before I go, you know what I'm fixing to say, and I can't find it. Okay, I can't find it. I deleted it. Okay, well, we'll just end the show. All right, y'all.